What's poppin', y'all? It's J-Vans and I'm back at y'all with another YouTube video. Oh my god, y'all. I know I ain't been on YouTube in like forever, right? I look different too, huh? I know. Bitch, I ain't gonna lie, whatever, a little bit. Just a tad bit. But anyways, y'all, I'm coming to y'all today because I want to start back things off popping, you know, with YouTube and everything. Like, we gotta get it together. Yeah, but anyways, I miss y'all. So basically, today I'm going to tell y'all a story time. And as y'all can read from the title below, this is the story time about how my Thanksgiving basically got messed up. Like, I don't even know what I'm going to title this, but basically Barracuda going to be somewhere in the freaking title. So the people that y'all need to know for this video are Barracuda, child, the main schlang, the hoe that almost got beat up. Barracuda. And then the girl Barracuda was dating. We're gonna call her Airplane because it's close to her name and it's a resemblance. I fucks with her, so I ain't gonna give her no bad name. But we're gonna call her Airplane, and then we're gonna call the that almost got beat up Barracuda. So, and then another person you need to know is my friend Sherelle. And then Barracuda's cousin, we're gonna call him Cactus Juice, bitch. I don't know. So Cactus Juice, Barracuda, Sherelle, and me. Okay, so basically how I met Barracuda was basically through Sherelle, because Barracuda and Sherelle used to date when they were younger, and apparently Barracuda came out to Sherelle or whatever saying that he wanted to cross-dress or be androgynous or whatever it is he wanted to call it. He wasn't transitioning, doing none of that. So I guess Sherelle, you know, she saw me, I'm her friend, I'm non-binary, so they was just like, Sherelle was just like, you know, y'all should meet or whatever. But she don't know, she was kind of hesitant because Barracuda was talking about trying to get with me, child. And we know I don't dabble. And then as a boy, baby, Barracuda wasn't talking about nothing. So I had met him or whatever because, you know, I was like, let's be nice. Like, I'll hang out with him. Like, I'm not stuck up. So me and Barracuda ended up linking with Sherelle. Every time we link, Sherelle's there, but Barracuda was trying to get with me. Child, if y'all want story times on how that went, I can get y'all that later. Basically, Barracuda tried to get with me, and I curved that ass. That's basically all we're going to say, because I want to get into it. We got to get into this story, okay? So, in that time frame, basically, Barracuda had got with somebody else and started dating. I guess they didn't work out or whatever, I don't know, and started dating Airplane, which was Barracuda's best friend. Child, that's a whole nother situation. That ain't my mess, whatever. See, I just almost said just your girl name, child. That's how Airplane got in the picture, like the story. That's where Airplane come from. Okay, so, boom. Link up, or what did Barracuda say? I think Barracuda was just like, yeah, do y'all want to come hang out with me for Thanksgiving or whatever? Like, y'all should all come and we could all go hop with my family or whatever if y'all not doing nothing. Cool. And me, I wasn't doing nothing because my mom and them, I mean, they be doing stuff, but they don't be doing nothing for real. Like, all our plans be getting canceled. So I was just like, let's go. Like, I'm down for it. Cool. Keep that in mind, y'all. Barracuda invited us out, and Barracuda sent it in the group chat. I'm gonna probably insert, if I got the screenshots from our group chat, child, I don't know, because me and this bitch got into it and I deleted some stuff, so I don't know. But if I got the screenshots from that group chat, I'll show y'all. Barracuda was just like, yeah, y'all, we should come out. Sherelle wasn't gonna go, but I was just like, girl, I'm going, so I don't want to go by myself and be with Barracuda and Airplane. Like, let's all go. I had no idea that Cactus Juice was gonna be there too. I'm gonna give y'all the tea on Cactus Juice in a minute. So, basically the day rolls around to like Thanksgiving or whatever. Barracuda calls me early in the morning and was just like, you know, girl, like, I'm coming to get y'all at so-and-so time, be ready, blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, okay, cool, girl. And I think I was doing my face or something, and I didn't know where my palette was. So I was just like, can you bring your palette or whatever? And no, that was a different day. So I was just like, okay, cool, girl. I'll be dressed or whatever. We can all, you know, do this. Mind you, it take me a minute to get ready. So this hoe called me early in the morning. After I got off the phone with Barracuda, I called Sherelle and I told her what was up, and I told them basically to go get Sherelle before they come get me, because I take the longest to get ready. Sherelle takes a minute, but baby, it takes me a long time to get ready to go anywhere. Like, if you want to invite me somewhere, tell me 2-3 hours before max, because I need time to get ready, honey. I get dressed or whatever, and then Barracuda pulls up. Like, Barracuda called me and was like, girl, I'm finna be outside or whatever. I'm pulling up. I'm like, okay, cool. But I ended up putting on my shoes and everything, and I got dressed, and I went outside and got in the car. When I get to the car, I see Barracuda in the front seat, Barracuda in the front seat, Airplane and Sherelle in the back, and Cactus Juice is on the side. Now, what they was trying to do, basically, at first, because I had told Barracuda before, like, Cactus Juice is kind of cute. Like, Cactus Juice is not my type. Like, I don't usually go for boys on him. But he had, like, a certain charm. Like, bitch, he wasn't fine as hell. Like, the nigga not fine. Like, bitch, I can go get me a nigga. You know what I'm saying? But I was just like, he's cute. He seems chill or whatever. Child, I don't know what I was on. I was going through it with my nigga at the time. Child, I was trying to attach on to something. I don't know what it was. But I basically had told Barracuda I thought Cactus Juice was cute. So, boom. Barracuda told Cactus Juice to drive because Barracuda wanted me to get in the front with Cactus Juice. But my bald-headed friend Sherelle tried to mollywop her behind to the front seat. Like, girl, what are you doing? Like, obviously, I'm trying to go after him or whatever. So, I had came to the car and I had an attitude because, not because I want to sit in the front seat with Cactus Juice, but because, baby, I'm not finna sit in the back with Barracuda and Airplane. Like, no, y'all not finna mush me in the back. If I was supposed to sit in the front, I'm sitting in the front. So, basically, Sherelle ended up getting in the back seat like she should have, and I got in the front or whatever, and we was just all cool. So, we was riding. On the way to the house, I'm noticing, like, we stop at the gas station and Cactus Juice is trying to flirt with Sherelle more and more. Like, he all up on her body or whatever, doing all this and that. So when I noticed that or whatever, I'm like, okay, cool, that's my time to back out. Like, baby, if he doing all that and he want her, she right here. Like, this ain't no far distant place. Like, that's my friend. Kudos, jump to her. Because again, I can get a nigga or niggas. I'm good. Period. Just simple. I'm good. So we end up getting gas and we go to the first house. When we get to the first house or whatever, we about to go in the house, and I don't know, my moods be changing or whatever. I just be saying I have a period, like, cause it be on and off for me. Like, I be all over the place. But anyways, so I had gotten in a little mood, and I was outside and I was talking to my friend or whatever, my best friend, cause I had to call her to calm myself down. And Barracuda comes outside to the door and was just like, yeah, I just want to pull you on the side to tell you, like, I don't know, but I think Cactus Juice like Sherelle, so I mean, I don't know how y'all feel about that or whatever. And I'm just like, girl, I don't really care. Like, I already got over there. I knew that was gonna happen already. Like, we already talked about that. Like, I already put that in my mind. Like, I don't care. Like, at this point, Cactus Juice is not cute to me anymore. Simple. Like, that's just it. So I was just like, whatever. Like, he's not cute. I don't even care. Cool. Walked off. I didn't tell him like he was cute because again, that was his cousin. I didn't want to be rude, but I'm just like, baby, you're not that cute. So once I, you know what I'm saying, blah blah blah, I start noticing like, So fast forward, the day go by, we're eating or whatever. I'm not eating that much, but we just ate. So we all at his cousin house or whatever. We're still at the first house because I think we went to total 3 houses. Yeah, we went to 3 houses in total. So when we get to, we go from the first house and we taking pictures and recording videos or whatever. I'm gonna insert the video that I did for on Instagram or whatever. We made like videos was being all cute or whatever. So we taking pictures and recording videos or whatever. We got Cactus Juice recording us while we you know, doing the videos. Everybody typed, everybody looking cute. We doing our little walks up and down the street. Like, it's a vibe. Like, everybody's vibing. We're cool. We're chill. And we end up getting in the car and we go to the next house. The next house we went to was the Cactus Juice them house. And when we got the Cactus Juice, we were just out there talking or whatever. And we ate over there and we ended up going on the patio. When we got on the patio, all of us was out there. And I think it was Barracuda that rolled up, child. They so rolling up. Barracuda rolled up a blunt that was like literally this thin. I kid you not. A blunt this thin, child. So we out there supposed to be smoking, child. I ain't even really doing that for real because no shade to nobody else, but my if my blunt gonna be that small, first of all, I don't even roll that small. Like, even when I got like little tiny roaches or whatever, I don't roll that small. But kudos to you, each his own. So they rolled up this small blunt or whatever, and everybody gets to smoking or whatever. I hit it like once, and I'm just like, no, y'all, I don't want it no more. And they get to start talking, and it was like, yeah, the night's still young. What we about to do? Like, what's going on? What everybody trying to do? And I think it was, I keep saying this girl name. I think it was Airplane or either, yeah, it was Sherelle or either Airplane. One of them said, I think we should go out or whatever. And I was just like, yeah, we can go out. But then I was like, no, I really don't want to go out. Because at that point, like, I really wanted to go home. Like, my stomach was kind of hurting. Y'all, I really had to use the bathroom, no cap. And I just wanted to be, like, home. I wanted to be by my best friend. I wanted to get drunk with her. Like, we could drink. Like, I don't be trying to be out with people for that long. So, I'm just like, no, I would just want to go home. And Barracuda and Sherelle, like, caused their stuff to pipe me up. It's like, no, you should come with us to the club. Like, come to the club, come to the club. I don't know why you're trying to be lame. Like, you don't even need to go home or whatever. And then I start looking at my outfit, and I'm like, yeah, I look cute, y'all, but I got on a turtleneck with no necklace. We're not doing this. Because at the time, the link on my necklace was broken. Like, I had to go get this fixed from the mall. So, it was broken. I had no necklace. So, I'm like, no, my neck is bare. Like, I don't want to do that. Like, So, Barracuda was like, well, I'll take you home or whatever to get the necklace, but you got to give me gas. Red flag number 1. Now, mind you, whenever we did something or we went somewhere, I don't recall Barracuda ever needing gas, but I know Barracuda didn't have money like that. But still, I'm just like, okay, benefit of the doubt, whatever. So, it wasn't really nothing to me because I'm just like, this house is not, my house is like 5 minutes, 5-6 minutes from here. Like, cool, like I can throw you a cool $5, you know what I'm saying, to put in the tank. That's what I was thinking. So I'm like, okay, well, cool, we could do that. And we ended up leaving there after we had this discussion. We ended up going to Barracuda's dad's wife house, which is people over there, everybody looking cute or whatever. And I'm just like, yes, like the niggas over here, they looking at me good. Barracuda's introducing us to his family. You could tell like this is giving Barracuda a good look. Child, Barracuda dad done pulled me to the side and told me a whole little story about how Barracuda done stabbed a man in an argument and done left, and how he just feels like I got such a good spirit and he loves that I'm around his child and I could be a good influence for him. And like he feels that or whatever. Mind y'all, his dad is a whole police officer. Like the way his dad acts with his wife versus the way Barracuda ghetto ass act is crazy. Like you wouldn't even know that that's his child. I don't know where he get that side from. Maybe it's some random somewhere. I don't know. I ain't never met his mom, but his mom, I wouldn't even think she's like that. Like I don't know where he get that from, child. But Barracuda been child. So basically, yeah, that happened and we leave there or whatever, and when we leave, Barracuda's like, oh nah, like you know what, you could just wear this tennis necklace I got on. And I'm like, okay, cool. Mind y'all, none of this jewelry is real. Mine, okay, it's good quality. I've had this for years, okay? So Barracuda, I don't know what's wrong with her jewelry or whatever, but it was giving very much mall shop, because she gave it to me and it was a cute little necklace, but on the other side it was brown and rusted and stuff, and I'm just like, I don't know, but you know, I need something for my neck, and we ain't going nowhere but to the Marquette. This is the other thing, that's kind of why I didn't want to go. Why are we always going to the Marquette? Like, for y'all gays that be in Atlanta, like, I don't know why y'all get so dressed up and cute to go to the Marquette and just stand there, and y'all be around the same people y'all see every single day. Like, that is not it. But I'm just like, it's Thanksgiving, whatever, we can go probably have a drink or two. Cool, I can hear some music, probably dance for a little bit, whatever. I don't go to the club with y'all anyway, so cool. So we leave there and we end up driving, and I see Barracuda's not driving in the direction of my house. And I'm like, girl, where are you going? And Barracuda ends up pulling to the gas station because she was just like, oh, you can wear this necklace that I'm wearing or whatever. And I'm just like, you know what? Okay, cool. Now that I think about it, well, if we didn't go to the gas, like, if you gave me your necklace and we're not going to my house, why are you pulling up to a gas station? Like, what? So we pull up to the gas station or whatever, and Barracuda's like, all right, y'all, I need gas. And I'm like, what? He was just like, yeah, I need gas so we can go to the club or whatever and be able to make it back. And I'm like, okay. And he was just like, Jaden, can you just send me that money you was going to send me for the necklace or whatever? And in my head, I'm thinking like, baby, we didn't even go to my house. Why would I send you money for a necklace? But whatever, I'm just supposed to be sending you money. And I was about to send 5, and he was like, can you send 10? And I'm like, 10? What? He was just like, yeah, just send 10 and I'm gonna add it with this money that's on my card and that'll be $20. And I'm like, okay. And as I'm doing that, he's checking his Cash App, or he asks, I think he asked Airplane, like, can you check my Cash App to see if something on there or whatever. So basically it was giving you ain't got no money. But whatever, to each his own, however y'all doing this. I don't know, maybe you got cash, maybe you had to put up. I don't know, I'm not judging nobody, whatever. That's your business. So he was just like, yeah, can you just cash that to me? So I'm just like, whatever, it's $10. Like, I don't never leave out the house without, you know, a couple of dollars in my pocket. Like, bitch, I need to be able to do this now or whatever. So I'm like, cool. I send the $10 and I'm looking around and I'm just like, is everybody else gonna send their money? Like, what happened? And he was just like, yeah, they're Cash App it to me. Cause I'm looking over, I look over at Sherelle. She ain't sent no money. And in the front, Airplane, I ain't see her send no money either. I'm the only one that sent some money. But he was just like, yeah, they gonna Cash App it to me or whatever. And Sherelle, them just sitting in the back quiet. Airplane in the front seat quiet. Everybody quiet. So I'm just like, whatever. Like, okay, cool. That's the money. We finna go to this club. Let's just have fun, whatever. I'm ready to go home anyway. So this goes in the store to get gas. And when she comes out, and she's going to the gas pump and she puts that gas pump in the gas tank and starts pumping, I'm watching the meter to see how much she put in her car. Cause baby, what do you... So I look and the meter only goes to $12. So I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, girl, what? But I'm just like, you know what? Maybe she only got a little bit of gas in her tank, child, and she wanna just use that half, the $12 that I gave her, and get in the car, and she gonna drive on to this club, and when we on the way back, she gonna fill up her tank so we can go. That's what's in my head. That's not what the fuck happened. This child gets back in the car, we end up going to the club, y'all. We go to the club, and Barracuda was just like, oh, I want to smoke, but ain't no Rello, da, 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 let's go to the store and get a Rello. Mind you, I don't really smoke Rellos. Like, if I'm going to smoke, it'll be like in a leaf. Like, I just feel like Rellos are so harsh. But to each his own, whatever. I had a Rello. I forgot from, I think, us going to the store and me trying to put in for week. I don't know why I had a Rello, but maybe I had a Rello. So I gave them my Rello, whatever, and I was taking this boy on this app. And he ended up pulling up to the club and was right next to me. So he told me to come get in the car with him. So I go get in the car with him, and then the mix of them rolling up. But before I leave, I tell them, save me some. So I'm in the car with the boy or whatever, and we talking or whatever, but he not really talking about nothing. So I tell him I'm just going to see him in the club, and I go back and I get in the car with Airplane, Barracuda, and Sherelle. When I get in the car, I'm looking around, I'm like, where the blunt? Oh, we smoked it all. We had them for God. I'm so sorry. It's a little roach if you want. No, baby, it's not that deep. Whatever, I don't care. The blunt was probably 2 centimeters thin, so cool, whatever. So we end up going and we walking to the door. As we walk to the door, whatever, we supposedly, everybody had a text. And you needed a text to get in the club after a certain time. Even if you got the text, you still got to pay a certain amount. So we get to the door and we had the text or whatever. Yeah, I think I had the text. And Airplane had the text. The only people that didn't have the text were Sherelle and apparently Barracuda, because when the man checked Barracuda phone, I guess he said you couldn't do it off a text app. I don't know if Barracuda had the text app or whatever was going on. I don't know what happened, but Barracuda didn't have that text. So I'm just like, whatever. And the man was just like, well, since it's early, I only gonna have to pay $5 to get in the club. So Sherelle was just like, damn, I don't have $5 or whatever in cash. And I'm just like, well, girl, do you have your card or whatever? And she was just like, no, I don't know. Because I'm just like, you know what? You can just cash at me and I'll go in there and I will go and get the money out for you. She was like, okay, cool. So she cash apps me and Barracuda's looking around looking stupid. And then he goes, oh, I don't have no cash or whatever on me to get in the club. Like, I don't know, like, how I'm finna do this. Airplane ends up telling Barracuda like, oh, I do it for you, I pay for you. And Airplane told me like she'll cash at me. So me and Airplane go in the club to the little ATM while Sherelle and Barracuda's outside so she can cash at me and then I can take the money out the ATM. So we go in there. Airplane's like, what's your cash app? So I tell her my cash app, she's typing it in, and as she's typing it in, I see her balance. the balance on her Cash App was like, she had a good little amount. She had well over $100-something, like $2 whatever on her Cash App. So I'm like, okay, cool. No, I'm not really paying attention to it, but mind you, I saw that. Keep that in mind for later on. So she sends me the money or whatever. I take it out the ATM. I go back to the man. We end up getting in the club. We in the club now. Now, when we get in the club, this is like where everything starts to unravel and things start to go stupid or whatever, because I don't know. So we sitting at the bar or whatever. We in the club, just like everybody do at the Marquette, standing around, looking at music, like looking while the music playing. Wasn't really no good music playing. And I think they started doing them dang strippers. I hate when they do them strip shows at the club because it is so annoying. I think we was at like the bar or whatever. Yeah, we was standing around at the damn bar doing what everybody do, and I think we all just ended up going to the bathroom because either Sherelle had to pee or something, but we wanted to go fix ourselves, so we go in the bathroom. We go in the bathroom and we all taking pictures or whatever, standing around looking cute, and then this guy walks in. Some random dude that we didn't know, but apparently him and Airplane knew each other. So he walks up to Airplane and gives her a hug. I'm noticing all of this while Sherelle is in the stall peeing because she had to pee, and I was standing outside the stall because niggas be pervs and we ain't trying to do that. Like, I don't care if we're in a gay club or not. If you my friend or whatever, especially a female, like, if you my friend, bitch, I'm there like, bitch, I'm finna stand outside the stall. Like, I'm watching them or whatever, and the dude is talking to Airplane or whatever, and I guess Airplane introduces Barracuda to the dude, and they start chopping it up or communicating or whatever, cool. And the dude ends up leaving out. And then I noticed Barracuda whispering something in Airplane ear or whatever, and they look like they talking about something, but I don't know what they talk about. I don't want to be in their business. They a couple. That's on them. Y'all do y'all, okay? So they talking whatever. Sherelle ends up coming out of the bathroom. We taking pictures or whatever, and we all, you know, end up leaving out the bathroom, and we go into the club, back to the same fucking bar that we were standing at the first time. This is where the stuff starts happening. So we standing at the bar, and as we standing at the bar, like, this is when they start doing the strip shows, which is so annoying. Like, oh my God. They be for so long, like, they have a whole 2-hour strip show with these tired drag singers and strippers. Like, not to bash anybody, I love my LGBT, but they be so, like, these shows be tired, honey. Like, oh my God. If I'm like, when they start the strip show or whatever, and me and Sherelle just start talking, and Sherelle's like, I want a drink. And I'm like, yeah, I want a drink too. And she was just like, do you want to just put in for a picture? And I'm like, yeah. So I think she sent me some money again, and I end up giving the lady my card at the bar, and I'm waiting for her to, you know, make our drinks or whatever. We ordered something called a Blue Mother Effer, I think, or it was a mix of both of them. And she gave us this picture, but the picture was like this tall. So while I'm waiting for her to get a picture, I look over because I don't see Barracuda and Airplane no more standing next to us as our friends at the club. I turn around, they're sitting on the couches behind us or whatever, and they're arguing. And I'm just like, girl, what are y'all arguing over? Like, what? Why? That's why I don't go to the club with couples. Like, you need to separate your lover from the person that you're friends with. Like, your friend group and the people you talk to, they need to be for different times, because couples always end up arguing. That's what they was doing in this corner, arguing. So they arguing, and I'm just like, girl, I told Sherelle, I'm like, girl, you see this? Like, this is why we don't go out with people. She was like, yeah. Like, what is they even arguing about? I don't know. Like, that's what I told her. I don't know what they're arguing about. So boom, the lady gives us the picture or whatever, and I call. Now, y'all, this is my wrong. Like, I didn't even know, because Sherelle didn't even say nothing till later. The lady gave us the picture, and I think she gave us 4 cups or 3, and I asked her for an extra one. So the picture is this big, y'all. The cups are this big, child, per cup. I took the picture because, baby, I paid for it. Like, I took the picture and I poured everybody drinks because I'm that type of friend. Like, I thought we was getting drinks for everybody. That's what I thought was going on. Like, we all finna have a good little kiki, like, whatever. So I poured drinks and I didn't notice, like, when I was pouring the drinks, that picture filled up all 4 cups, and that was that was it. Only thing left in that picture was ice. I should have got it with no ice. Maybe that would have did something, like, and got a cup of ice on the side. That's what I'm gonna start doing, because when I poured them, the drinks was filled up, and Sherelle looked at me like, after I offered, you know, Barracuda and Airplane they drink, I'm just like, here y'all go. Like, you know, I gave them their drink, and my friend Sherelle, she just like, why would you do that? I'm like, what you talking about? So like, I thought we was buying that for us. I didn't put in for everybody. And I'm like, oh, I didn't know. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I really didn't know. I thought we was all doing this as friends. And she was just like, no, like they're arguing or whatever. And if that was the case, we could have all put in and we could have got a bigger picture or something, which is understandable. I completely get where she's saying and where she's coming from. So that was bad on my part. I'm sorry for that. Like, I'm so sorry. So after that happened, she was on her phone or whatever. She was drinking and I'm drinking my drink, and I'm turned around to check on Barracuda and Airplane again. And as I suspect, these bitches are arguing again. But this time, they close to me. Like, before they was behind me, I couldn't hear them. But now, they kind of close to me. And my friend Sherelle, she had got up and she went over to the hookah area. So, I'm just standing here and I overhear Barracuda and Airplane arguing. And basically the gist of what they were arguing about, y'all know that boy I told y'all about before? They were arguing over him, and it wasn't what y'all think. Like, it wasn't Airplane being like, you know, Barracuda being mad at Airplane for talking to a nigga. Basically, Barracuda was trying to get Airplane to scam this nigga out of money. I guess the nigga she saw had money or whatever, or was like, you know, doing some kind of good for the gays. I don't know what he was doing, but basically liked Airplane, and Barracuda was trying to get her to use him for money. And that's not it. Especially if we supposed to be talking like, if you my nigga, why are you trying to get me to scam somebody for money? Like, if it's a guy that is trying to do that for you, cut him off. Like, period. He don't care about you for real. Like, Airplane, if you're watching this and y'all still together, cut that bitch off, because he's not for you. And that's on period. I just hear them arguing. I'm like, oh, like, nah. So I kind of like tell them, like, can y'all not argue? Like, we're at a club, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's all have fun or whatever. And it was like, oh, we're not gonna argue. And Airplane was just like, yeah, like, I'm not trying to argue, whatever. So she came over there by me a little bit, and I'm just like, girl, yeah, y'all need to argue. She was like, yeah, that's him. Like, he doing all of that, doing too much. Like, I don't even know what this dude's problem was. Like, at this point, Airplane had done started dressing up Barracuda and making Barracuda look decent. Because at the time Barracuda was trying to talk to me, Barracuda looked like that damn crackhead lady on SpongeBob with the crusty lips. Like, I don't know what like, if I could add, I might be petty and add a picture there, okay? Because Barracuda did not, like, I do a versus. This is what Barracuda looked like before, and this is what Barracuda looked like after Airplane. Like, simple. Basically was upgrading this bitch. So I'm just like talking to her. I'm like, girl, I don't even know why he be acting like that. And she was like, yeah, it's not cute. And I'm just like, yeah, that's a turn off, because like, he trying to be bust up and be like us, you know, like be a bad bitch. And you talking like you a street nigga out finna shoot somebody for like killing your dead homie or something. Like, you need to calm it down. Like, baby, Asian doll ain't even on the type of time where he was on. Like, baby, he was giving straight ghetto, forget the hood. Like, I don't know what he had going on. Airplane ends up finding her way back to Barracuda, and I guess they boot up on the couch or whatever, child. Toxic couples. And Sherelle comes back finally. So she was just like, yeah, I got a hookah for us. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, because I thought I was going to have to put in. She was just like, no, I already got it. So I'm like, okay, cool. So when the lady came finally, it took her forever. It took this lady like damn near fucking 20 minutes to bring one hookah. Like, it don't take that long to light a coal, honey. So she brought the hookah, and when she brought it, it had one straw, one hose, and she gave us 2 little tips. And my friend Sherelle gave me the other tip, because again, I was right next to her. We're closer, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is for us. We're talking. Y'all boot up on the couch arguing and fighting every 25 seconds. So, whatever. She gives me the hookah, whatever. We smoking the hookah, and Barracuda edges her way over there looking, and then she was just like, oh, y'all got another tip? And I was just like, you know, you gotta ask her, because it's not my hookah. This Sherelle's hookah, okay? Barracuda ends up, I guess, asking Sherelle, and Sherelle let Barracuda smoke the hookah, but from her tip, because Barracuda was not hitting my tip. No, ma'am, I don't know where your mouth been, like, no, ma'am, So, they smoked it or whatever. Basically, I'm gonna speed the story up. The night in the club goes on, like, we drink. That's when we start to feel it. We're recording pictures. Everybody's taking pictures. We having videos. We dancing. Our night is cool or whatever. Sherelle gets to a point where she don't wanna, like, be bothered no more. Like, she ready to go. And when I tell you my good sis was ready to go, baby, she was ready to go. Like, sweating, wig sliding, like purse flopping, like her feet were hurting, they was killing her. She was ready to go. So I'm just like, yeah, I'm ready to go. Like, we could finally go, whatever. The thing was, we was trying to wait for that one good song to come on before we left. And it just would never come on. So we like just left. Like, we left. As we're leaving the club, child, this is where everything goes down, baby. The tea you came here for. When I was about to beat this bitch ass, okay? Ass. I was about to beat that bitch ass. We leave out the club and we get to the car, whatever, and I guess Barracuda caught an attitude out of nowhere. I don't know what. But we get to the car and Barracuda's like, man, bruh, where my phone at? Like, I can't find my phone. Where to find my phone? Like, one of them fuck niggas done stole my phone. Like, just popping up at the mouth. And we like, did you look for your phone? Like, baby, did you look under the seat? Like, what? So he goes out, he's just like, nah, they stole my phone or whatever, So mind you, we parked somewhere else. And at this point of the time where the boy realized he lost his phone, we had already pulled out of the club or whatever. So he turns around and is trying to drive back in, and you can't drive back in the Marquette after a certain point because they block it off. So the man trying to tell him, like, you cannot drive back in here, like, we're not letting you in. He like, nah, fuck nigga, somebody stole my phone, I'm not trying to hear none of that. I'll put fire in y'all, like, being ghetto, like, ugh, like, sir, you don't need to be dressed up like this if you gonna be acting like that. Like, baby, you giving young MA when you supposed to be giving young Miami. Like, no ma'am, that was freaking ma'am. So Airplane ends up finding this stupid bitch's phone, and guess where the phone was? Under the seat where we told this man to look. It was under the seat. So now he got an attitude, child. He got the phone or whatever. He was popping out the mouth and he started driving. So I'm thinking we finna go home or whatever. We drive to the end of the street. Now y'all, the Marquette is here. The end of the street is here. The gas station is right here. This man drives like he finna go to the highway, but turns suddenly into the gas station. Pulls into the gas station, pulls up to a pump, and lo and behold, she's sitting there, and I'm just like, okay, maybe she's trying to find that the rest of that $20 that she had, because I sent you 10 already. So you got 8 left, and I guess that's what you're gonna use to put in your tank to go home. Like, you finna fill up. That's what you finna do, right? Child, this goes in the gas station, comes back out, sits in a car, and is just standing there. Mind you, this hoe went in the gas station and bought a black. So nasty. Like, why are you buying a black, baby? You not, y'all be like 20-something smoking blacks. That's not cute. Cut it out. Cut it the out. So this she's sitting here, and I'm just like, girl, why is she sitting here? Like, is she waiting on a cash app? Did her card freeze? Do she need to call her bank to, like, you know, unlock the card? Maybe she's trying to find her cash. Did one of them fuck niggas in the club steal it, and now she calling somebody to borrow? Like, what's going on? What? So he was just like, oh, so y'all, we just gonna sit here? And I'm just like, what? We don't got no gas, so y'all, we just finna sit here? And I ain't say nothing, because I'm just like, baby, I already put in my portion. Where's everybody else's cash app? Where's Sherelle's cash app? Where's Airplane's cash app? Hell, where's Scooby-Doo's cash app? Like, I put in my cash app. So I sit there and I start scrolling on my phone. I'm scrolling on my phone, whatever. And Barracuda yells out again, so y'all, we just finna sit here. We don't got no gas, da da da. And I'm just like, well, I already sent them my cash app. Like, I sent them my money already. And he was just like, oh, well, we don't got no gas, so I don't know what we finna do. Like, we ain't finna go nowhere, because ain't no gas in here. And I'm just like, where's y'all money? Like, oh, I put gas in here earlier when I was taking y'all on here and there to my cousin's house or whatever, for us to go get food. I put gas in the car, and I'm just like thinking in my head, like, baby, this is your car. Actually, this is not even your car, honey. This is your dad's car that you're driving, so you should definitely have gas to put in here. Where's your gas, honey? Where's it at? So he was just like, yeah, I put gas in here, whatever. So I'm just on my phone, and I'm just like, well, I already sent in my cash app. Sherelle's sitting there, child. She's so wore out. Sherelle ass is asleep. I'm thinking she's just sitting there, baby. Sherelle's knocked the fuck out. Airplane is up in the front seat, and as I guess Barracuda's going off, Airplane puts her little jacket. Recorded from my phone now, so that's why the quality changed and it looked kind of different or whatever, but it's whatever. So We airplane tucked over to the side and put her jacket over her arm. And I'm just like, girl, like, baby, you got money. I know you got money because I saw it on your Cash App, Miss Mamas. I saw it on the Cash App. It was there. Baby, you had over $100. You have enough to put in that tank to go home, baby. You can match my 10 that I already put in. Sherelle got a little coin because she just bought a hookah. Where's everybody else Cash App? And why am I the only one responding? That's my problem. Like, I'm the only one responding, baby, and you trying to go off. And I feel like he was trying to punk me. This is where we came into the problem. Like, this is where I was just like, nah, like, you got me messed up. Like, I really will beat your ass. So got quiet. He got quiet or whatever, and I'm sitting there and I'm on my phone, and he starts to going off again. And now he like, so y'all ain't got no money. Don't nobody got no money to put in. Don't nobody got no money to get gas. That's crazy. That's crazy. Don't nobody got money to go get gas, but niggas could go in the club and buy hookahs and be buying drinks and stuff. Y'all got the nerve to go, be able to buy hookahs and stuff, but you can't even put in for gas. Excuse me? First of all, bitch, who are you? First of all, how are you going to try to clock me and count my pockets? Second, why are you mad because you can't put gas in your car? You're mad that I'm able to go in the club when you invited me out, that you don't got gas to go to the club, and y'all suggested going to the club. Mind you, I said I will go home. I said this over a numerous number of times, like several times. Y'all had to correct me. I even said this on the way to the club. Like, I don't even really want to be here. Like, I don't want to go to this club. Like, no. And to be honest, the niggas I like the type of men I like, they're not going to be at no Marquette. I'm so sorry. Like, no. That's just no. No. The niggas at the Marquette that been with everybody in the head, everybody done seen y'all, everybody know what they're talking about. No, ma'am. You won't be putting any miles on this kitty cat. Popping off at the mouth or whatever, and it's like, oh, bitches got money to buy bottles and hookahs and but y'all can't put in for the... I said, baby, this is your car. What are you talking about? This is your car. You could put in, and I already sent in y'all money. Like, at this point, I'm fed up. So I'm like, I already gave you, like, money or whatever. Like, you need to talk to everybody else. Where's everybody else money? He's completely ignoring what I said about, like, where everybody else money at. Talking about, oh, it don't matter. Everybody need to put in. I'm talking to everybody. I'm not just talking to you. First of all, you're not talking to everybody because you shouldn't even be talking to me. Being the fact that I already sent money. Like, I'm not finna keep sending you money. And it's not, like, let's not mistake you. It's not like I didn't have $10. Because, baby, I was going to Uber home. Like, no cap. I had the money. But I'm not about to pay and put in extra. Like, y'all got me fucked up. I'm not gonna pay for y'all to go out and have fun or whatever when you invited me for one, and two, and there's all these other people in the car. Especially when I know Airplane for a fact, I know she got money. Sherelle may have used her last $20 on that hookah, but I know for a fact Airplane got money. If you talking to everybody, why you ain't saying nothing specifically to Airplane? I guess he felt like he was the man, like he could pump and pimp. Baby, you got the right idea but wrong bitch. I got that together real quick. So I was just like, no, like, I already gave you money, so I don't know what you want me to do. Like, it's nothing. Like, what the fuck are you? What are you talking about? I'm not trying to hear nothing you're talking about. Like, I don't care. Oh, well, we just gonna sit here. We just gonna sit here. I said, I don't care. We just gonna be sitting here because I don't know. Like, what the fuck? I'm not putting in money. And then he goes, oh, who are you talking to? I said, I'm talking to you. Who the fuck? You're the only person responded. What do you mean? Who am I talking to? I'm talking to you. Like, what is it? When it comes to guys, I don't care. Like, for nothing. No, man, I do not have respect for niggas. I'm so sorry. Like, you can be my boyfriend, everything. Like, I'm gonna pop off. I'm gonna go off at the mouth. Like, simple. I have to get to a level of respect with you to not talk to you crazy. But when you get me to a point, I will talk to you crazy and I will hurt your feelings. And that's simple as that. He's saying that his hands over there easy. He had a little gun in a cup holder, child, in a cup holder. He had a gun in a cup holder. So his gun up there in the cup holder, he reaching for his, like, itching his hand, talking about, oh, you talk to us as if I'm supposed to be scared. Sir, do you not know what I will do to you? I already had a plan mutilated up in my head anyways because you got that gun up there. What I was gonna do was open this back door like I was finna get out the car, pull you by your little wrinkly, skinny ass from the front seat, through the back seat, drag you out the back, beat your ass, get in the car, lock the door with your gun, and then call the police. And then what? Or I could have simply dragged your ass out the car, locked you out, waited till one of my niggas pulled up that'll shoot, baby. You ain't popping like that. You think you are because you found you a little gun up the street by the trash can or wherever you found it at. So I get quiet or whatever, and I'm irritated at this point because, bitch, you got me fucked up. So I called Junior. And Junior is my best friend's brother. I live here. Like, this is where I live at. So I'm just like, Junior, like, where you at? Like, what are you doing? He was like, oh, I'm in Atlanta. Da, da, da. I said, okay, well, can you come get me? I don't care. It's an emergency. Like, can you come get me? So once I got off the phone, I guess Barracuda put 2 and 2 together. It was like, oh, you about to leave? That's lame. That's grimy. You fake. That is so fake. So you really was about to come out and leave us stranded and da, 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 da. Like, oh. I said, I'm not going to leave nobody stranded. I said, you and Sherelle has money, all these other people, but you're coming at me. That don't add up. You're not fit to do that. You're not going to poke me. So to remove myself from this situation and remove you from getting your ass beat and embarrassed and God knows whatever else I do to you once you get me mad, I'm going to leave. Simple. He got mad about that or whatever. Start trying to go off, and I'm going back off with him. My friend Sherelle's like, what happened? I told her basically like he got me fucked up. I'm not finna put cash in no car for no broke ass black smoking ass bum. Bitch, you got me fucked up. Like, ho, even if you needed the extra gas, I probably would have if you said it in a nice way. But the way you were trying to pop up your shit and then try to say we got money to put in for bottles and hookahs and baby, you didn't put in for a motherfucking thing. So you didn't even pay for yourself to get in the club. So you shouldn't be counting nobody else's pockets. You shouldn't even brought your ass out the house, which is what you shouldn't have did, but you did anyway, because I guess you was popping like you had the car. If I really wanted to go out, I could have came back home, got in the car, and we could have all went somewhere. Bitch, we would have been better off Ubering at that point. Like, what? And I already gave you gas to go to this club, and you didn't give me nothing but a measly necklace that's rusting. Bitch, you got me fucked up. So he was just like, oh, like, since you leaving, you could really give me my necklace. I'm like, okay, here. Like, I took it off. Like, it took everything in me not to snatch that motherfucking necklace off and throw it across the room at that bitch face. Like, across the car. Y'all know what I mean. At this whole face. Like, what? So, I take the necklace off. I'm like, here you go. Like, here you go, baby. Bye. And he gets the necklace. He was just like, yeah. And you could really get out the car. Like, you could really get out because, like, that's fake. I said, okay, baby, it's nothing. We're at a gas station. I can go in here and wait. So my friend Sherelle was like, where you about to go? And I'm like, I'm finna leave. Like, Junior about to come get me. And she was like, oh, well, I'm coming too. Like, shit, fuck that. Like, she's gonna come, period. Like, and I fucks with her for that. Like, yes, get out the car too. Like, bitch, you got us fucked up. We both getting out. Now you and Airplane finna sit in this car and look fucking dumb. Actually, you're gonna sit in this car and look dumb unless you ask Airplane for some money. And Airplane got some money. Airplane just ain't saying nothing. You ain't gonna make Airplane spend no money because you trying to show that you that perfect boyfriend. But bitch, you ain't about to punk me. That ain't about to happen. No, man. So, me and Sherelle get out the car. We go into the gas station or whatever. So he ends up finally pulling up and we're leaving. As we leaving, I drove home or whatever because I guess this nigga was drunk or high. And then Sherelle starts getting texts. Her phone is blowing up. Okay? So she starts getting texts or whatever and it's from Barracuda. And Barracuda trying to go off or whatever. Basically saying how we fake and da-da-da. Basically, they was getting into it and I ended up texting Barracuda from my phone that night and I was just like, baby, you got me messed up because of the stuff she was saying. Like, she was trying to pop her stuff and do too much. Like, I don't even want to get into the details of that, but baby, no ma'am. So basically the next morning comes and I guess this girl was sending her response, and when she sent her response, she got disrespectful and was just like, oh, I'll pull up and da da da. That's why you need to learn to exfoliate and blah blah blah. And I'm just like, crater face, you can't talk about nobody. Exfoliate? How you gonna say I need to exfoliate? The only thing that happened while I was around you, baby, because skin stays popping. The only thing that happened while I was around you was I had a breakout, like a minor breakout up in here from razor bumps, from shaving. Like, that's so normal. Your face looks like you had rocks and pebbles shot at it since you was fucking 2. Like, bitch, I don't know what was going on here, but it was just not giving. Like, if I want to be petty, I will really insert your bare face without makeup and you look trashed. How you gonna try to come for me? Like, no. So she was like, yeah, make sure you learn to exfoliate. Bitch, you didn't even know what exfoliating was before you met Airplane. Like, how you trying to pop stuff at me and, like, this whole thing is not adding up. That's what be bothering me, but whatever. Mind you, me and Airplane was still cool, and me and Airplane was supposed to be making a video. So the video we was gonna make, it was just like a little stunt video. It was supposed to be cute, or we had the idea, and I'm texting Airplane about it. And I get a text that was just like, oh, don't text my girlfriend. She don't mess with you. Da, 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 da. And then I got blocked. And I'm just like, first of all, you're a pussy for that. Like, you did all that just to block me. Like, okay, girl. Whatever. So, and I'm just thinking in my head, like, Airplane, you need to run for the hills. First of all, why did this man got this much access to your account to go and block somebody? I don't get that. That just wasn't healthy to me. But whatever, if you want to run behind your man and he's toxic and do whatever, like, kudos to you, but no. So basically me and Airplane stopped talking. I never ended up fighting Barracuda because my best friend talked me out of it. Trust me, I wanted to go to that whole house and bash her face in, and I was gonna beat that bitch ass. And then we were just gonna have to deal with it later because the whole live with her daddy, and like I told y'all, the daddy is a police officer, and we don't know what was gonna happen with it. And then my best friend was just like, "Don't go over there," because Miss Mama seemed too trigger happy. And bitch, I'm not trying to get shot before I'm able to send some people to shoot your shit up. Simple, because I know where you live at. So whatever. And that's basically what happened. I don't mess with this hoe no more. We don't talk no more, but she almost got her ass beat. Okay? And simple as that. The moral of the story is don't motherfucking try me. Stop playing with me. I'm not stupid. I will beat your ass. Y'all take like my niceness and try and like flip it and think you could do whatever with it. And then when I go off on you, you look stupid and everybody look at me like the bad guy. Stop playing with me. Period. Okay? That's all for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed this story time. I hope I gave y'all details because I didn't even write nothing down how I planned to. I was kind of going off of the dome, but hopefully it all makes sense. Hopefully it's a good story time. And if you enjoy it, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And if you don't, your mom's a hoe, and that's on period. Who? Send this to your friends, send this to your best friend, send this to your cousin, auntie, mama, whoever you feel needs to watch this video, and spread the word because a bad bitch is here. Thank you. I love y'all. And yeah, we're going to come up with intros and outros later.